Hello. So it's about noon and I just finished breakfast and I'm about to go lie down. But I'm very, very tired today. And it's not super unusual. There are days like this and you just kind of have to push through them. And there are different kinds of tired. There's days when you're, you know, really physically tired but mentally you feel good and you can kind of like push through it. And then there are days that you're mentally tired and physically you're kind of okay, and those days are a little bit harder. Today I'm just really physically exhausted. I think mentally I'm kind of okay. But I didn't really want to get to training today. I knew that I could just take it down, just kind of like make it a lower key day. Still do all the things that I do, but just kind of like bring it down. And so I went in, and there were like these 3 Western guys training there in the morning. Usually I'm the only one there. And Kru Nu comes up to me, and I think he could see in my face that I looked really tired. He was like, "You okay?" And the last time I told him that I was tired, he pretended that he didn't understand what I was saying. So I said it in like Thai and English 4 or 5 times, and he kept going, "I don't understand, I don't understand." And finally he's like, "You are a machine. Machine not get tired." I was like, "All right, I get it." So I didn't tell him I was tired today, but he could see it. But when he works with me on the pads, he knows whether I have power or not. He's on the other end of the pad, so I don't have to I can't hide things from him. And he just works with what it is. It's never something that we have to sit and chat about or decide how hard we're gonna go. There are these trucks that go around with advertisements. That's what that awful sound is. But so, I would say that even 4 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago, I wasn't able to do what I was able to do this morning, which is that sometimes in padwork he just really comes at me, and he just puts the pressure on really hard, and he doesn't let up, and he'll push me into the corner, and he's hitting me, and I can block things and stuff like this, but I don't necessarily have an answer. And he's much bigger than I am, and it's frustrating when you're tired. So there's kind of this path of least resistance where you can kind of give up, where you're like, okay, you defeated me, I'm in the corner, now we're gonna reset. And he hates this. I knew at the time that I wasn't able to do it, that this is not the response that he wanted from me, but that is what he's pushing towards. He's trying to get me to that point to see whether I'm going to push back or whether I'm gonna quit. And he hates it when people quit. There are times that he'll flip me onto the floor or something, and if I take a while getting up, he'll keep pushing me. He'll keep kicking me onto the ground so that I can't get up, and that sounds really awful, but it's actually really funny. He's like, MMA, while he's making it so I can't get up. But this morning, even though I was tired and even though he was getting a lot of stuff in on me, I just kept pushing back. I just did not stop. And I just kind of gave everything that I had, and in the last maybe 30 seconds of the round, he had just gotten me on the floor, and I was so pissed off because that's 5th round in a fight, and I just got put on the floor, so that's losing a fight. So I got up, and I just started nailing him with the same knee over and over and over again. And he kind of couldn't set himself up because I was just nailing him with it. And so I just kept going. I think he was really happy with it. I was happy with it. I felt really good. And after padwork, I was like, before this I didn't feel so great, but now I feel a little more energized, and I was a little bit jazzed up. Because 3-4 months ago I wasn't able to do stuff like that, and now I'm pretty consistently doing it. And when I went on the bag, all of a sudden it all caught up with me. I was not as jazzed up as I had been before, but that's okay too. I just worked on the stuff that I wanted to be working on. I'm working on my right cross and things like this. So it turned out to be a really fruitful morning, even though it was so exhausting. And I'm really tired now. Ready to just lay down. I feel like I'm gonna nap really hard. I feel like I'm just gonna be dead for the next 2-3 hours before it's time to go back to training. But yesterday was really good, which means that I can kind of build on that stuff. And then I just have one more day of training tomorrow, and then I'm off on Sunday before I have some fights. So I'll maybe train a little in the afternoon just because I have fights coming up. But yeah, that was my morning. This is what I look like when I'm really tired. And it's good. It's part of the process, and it's, I don't know, something that you become more comfortable with, even though it's really uncomfortable. And then you can just kind of deal with it rather than it being something that throws me off my game or something. So every day, not the same. And that was this morning. So I'll talk to you guys later.